food before dropping Jason off.
That's fine.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Hey, Reese.
Oh,
Hey, Reese.
Hey, Daddy.
Hey, Reese.
One day they'll get it.
Yeah.
Please don't kill us.
Okay, welcome back, guys. We took a short break there.
2 damage.
Woo!
We left off. You had just entered into your guys' private bungalow. Debbie had given you the rundown. You're looking through activities and all that.
It's not actually time.
You guys have free reign. What's happening? What you doing?
I'm gonna look at the activities.
Activities. Awesome. Okay. So there's a list of them, and the pamphlet has a couple of photos. There's one of a very excited dragonborn on a zip line zooming across the top of the jungle. There's a picture of a gnome couple on a pair of jet ski-like, but they're pulled by 2 dolphins.
Wait, jet ski. The thing that I invented.
You didn't
Except
invent it.
apparently
You tried to, and you almost got one of us eaten by a shark.
You tried to get water skiing. These are like jet skis. They're like little, like proper jet skis, but they're like carved weirdly, and they don't have motors. So they're just pulled by dolphins.
Oh, okay.
There's a photo of a group of people eating in what looks like a restaurant up on top of the mountain, looking down over the kind of jungly area. It's quite a cool looking for sure. And there's a couple of activities listed. There's the few that were mentioned to you guys already. Volleyball and the dance classes, zip lining. There's a boat ride, the cruise ship with Blubbles next to it. There's a luau, which is in the banquet and stuff that they have up on the top of the mountain. There's a monster ride. There's something called the arena. There's shuffleboard, a couple of other things. Basically, if you can think of an activity that would happen in a resort, it's pretty guaranteed it's on this brochure. They've got a large list of these things. And there's also a small note at the bottom that says, if an activity you are interested in is not listed, please feel free to contact the main house for information on how to get such an activity done.
Okay.
I have a suggestion for us, Davik. Dylan. I
Yeah.
meant Dylan. You know that house that was kind of rocked off? I didn't mean for that to be a pun, but blocked and rocked works.
Yes.
I think Charlotte's gonna go look at that. But
actually no,
What do you
I'm
mean?
not 100% sure.
we passed by it when we were on the something.
No, because I
The
remember
little
that
house with the like rocky area that enclosed its own little beach.
Yeah, it's
'Cause
enclosed.
That's your guys'
that's your
house.
guys'. That's our
That's
house.
your bungalow. You've got
Okay,
your own little
well-
private beach that's enclosed.
Oh. Well, it's not.
Yeah, that's our
sketchy,
house.
Apparently.
They have like not water dancing, but is it called like water yoga? They have that.
Yeah.
Can I sign up myself for that?
Yeah, sure. So the way she had described it is you can either go up to the main house and then
Yeah, I'm gonna take that little
check in
piece
for all
of paper
those,
thing.
or you can contact them through the rock. The
it.
little activity thing that she had given you, I have to retcon because I made a mistake when I was describing it. It is your guys' activity log, but you can't like put it in there and it'll update to hers.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
She updates it to yours. You guys have a list of what happens at what time and you know where to be.
I'm gonna go to the thing and take it off and be like, hello.
There's a bit of like a nice like music, a bit of tropical music and stuff, and then there's a click and there's a kind of gruff little voice goes, yeah. This is the main house for the resort. How can I help you, Coastal Bungalow?
I want to sign up 3 people. For,
No.
No.
Water
No.
dancing.
Three,
Wait, why 3?
3 for water aerobics?
Yeah.
Sure thing. Can I get your guys' name for the registration and what day you looking at? We've got an early morning class for the next 2 days.
I'll do that one.
And an afternoon class 3 days from now.
I'll do that one. And I'm boring.
Which one?
Yeah.
He listed 3 times.
Tomorrow
Yeah.
in the morning.
Yes.
All right. That is at 10 in the main resort pool.
Okay.
Awesome. And that's under what name?
Born.
Born. B-O... R-N. R-I-N.
And I'm gonna put down Charlotte.
Charlotte. Got it.
And Shin.
Yeah, wonderful, wonderful. Thanks for making accommodations.
You know that they think shit is Tavik, right?
So that's 10 o'clock in the main resort pool. We'll have that updated to your schedule right away. Sure?
You
fucked Tavik when you meant to fuck Shin.
You have a death
Well,
wish.
Debbie was introduced to them as Shin and Tavik. That's what she thought.
I mean,
Depending on
I'm
who
pretty
shows
sure
up,
the
they'll
guy.
assume you're probably Shin.
Okay.
So
Shin doesn't want to do.
Well, you don't know I signed you up.
Thursday is...
You literally just did it in front of us.
Hey, can I sign up?
You putting a rock to your face does not, like...
How do you think that muffling something works?
So just to tell you guys, so you have an idea of your time constraints. Today would be day 0, so you guys have the rest of the evening to get anything you want. Then starting tomorrow, it'll be day 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Okay.
And that's as long as you guys have booked at the resort, according to them. If you guys want to upgrade, you can go check that out, see what that entails. But for now, you have 4 days worth of activities you can book. You also have the 5 free passes to the arena, personal invite to the volleyball game tonight, and you have reservations at the Jungle Restaurant for whichever night you'd like.
I have 3 suggestions now.
What?
1, we're gonna ask if we can illegally sell our tickets to the arena so we can get some extra cash. 2,
Oh my god.
we're gonna ask if we can
You
somehow...
see, I was more concerned with like Shin putting on beach attire and where to stow a dagger.
I just find it funny that no one's questioned what any of the activities are.
Oh, I was going
you've read
to.
You've read through the brochure, and if you're interested in one of them and you'd like me to describe it, go ahead and ask.
Yeah,
but so far as you guys are aware, you have no fucking clue what this entails.
Well, sorry.
I actually.
Second, I was gonna ask if they had an activity for occult meetings and see if they're, like, see if this place is whack. But third, just ask if there's a library so you can study all day.
Oh, true. No, I kind of want to look at the brochure to see what the descriptions on things actually are.
True.
2 brochures. There is the activities brochure, which Baz currently has, or Boren currently has, which describes the different activities you can sign up for. There is a second one which entails the restaurants and food places, as well as tours and special events and stuff. So that'll have your jungle tours. It'll have if you want to go feed monsters out in the bay or something, or if you want to go hunting. The arena is in there. A couple of that stuff. It's less easy to get into stuff. It's stuff you need reservations for.
Okay. I'll look at like the ones with like the restaurants and the major events.
Okay, so there are 3 restaurants detailed. There is the Mountaintop Restaurant, the Jungle Restaurant, which you guys have a 1 free meal of your choice.
Yeah.
Whatever. So you have that booked already. And then there is the Coastal Restaurant, which is found in the main house.
Yeah.
There is the cruise, which you can take all day or a hour-long cruise, which entails just going around the bay. That includes a monster feeding and monster ride session.
Okay.
And then there is something called the arena, which it's got a brief note about how you can be a contender or you can be a viewer. It says that if you've got any more questions, feel free to stop by the main house, get details from the arena manager, Jermo.
Okay. And that's everything in there?
Yeah. The tours as well. So it describes tours are free to guide. You book a guide, and then they'll take you around the island. If you've got any certain places you want to check out, they'll take you there. You can look around.
Okay. The arena sounds sketchy as fuck.
Oh,
But...
yes. That's why I suggested we sell those tickets.
Just out of curiosity, I'm gonna check the brochure with the activities on it and see if there's any like descriptions that seem off.
Boren is currently handling that. So you're gonna give that over, or?
Sorry, what?
Are you
giving me the activity brochure, or are you still looking at it?
Sure. I hung up the phone now.
Oh, okay. Yep. So he set you down for that. He said we'll send a reminder. If you want a wake up call or anything, feel free to. Okay, we'll mark you down for a 9:30 wake up call, so you can get down in time. It should be input into your schedule. Have a nice day.
What if I eat this rock?
Okay.
Do it.
So the activities I've already listed. Volleyball is just a volleyball competition. Game. There's a couple of dancing classes. They include salsa, some different types of dwarvish dancing and elvish dancing, all that sort of stuff. They've got a couple of different classes there. The zip line is pretty self-explanatory. It does notify you picked up in a main group that's taken up to the mountaintop and zip line down for lunch at the Jungle Restaurant.
Okay.
The boat ride was in the other one, the monster ride as well. The luau, which it says are special contingencies. So you can't book a luau each night. They're placed every couple of days. The one for your guys is on third day. Yes, thank you.
Everything's on third day.
So the luau is the third day, then the only one within your guys' time range here so far. And it says, please RSVP to the main house as soon as possible in regards to booking seats at the banquet. Wow.
Okay. So nothing majorly of note.
No. Not of note.
Is Bat still totally out of it?
He's still chilled out. Like, you're conscious and stuff, and you're aware of everything going on. It's just, you're relaxed. Kiza has flopped down to have a nap on the couch in your guys' living room.
Kiza is out of it. Tavik?
Yes?
Have anything you want to do?
Nope. This place is weird.
Same.
Try to give you guys nice things.
I'm sorry.
You
Something
automatically
slightly...
assume that it's a cult or something.
It is a cult.
The shipmates on the ship didn't talk. That's weird.
Well, I don't know. Maybe they don't speak common.
Oh, is this my water?
And yet they smile all the time.
Thank you.
And they definitely understood Charlotte.
What?
Yeah.
Because you asked them if they were...
Oh, if they were captured. Yes.
Question. We are all speaking common, right? She was speaking common.
They've been speaking common. Okay. I mean, you haven't spoken Dwarvish, or you don't know, but she did say that her Dwarvish pronunciation was off.
No, like to each one of us, was she speaking her native language, or was that just Destiny?
Just Destiny.
Okay, thanks.
Just in the Destiny thing, yeah. Lenora was the only one who was, Lenira.
Yeah.
I can't remember the pronunciation, whatever. Could have been down.
So there's a volcano here, yeah?
Yeah. There's a mountain volcano.
And there's a jungle?
Yep. And a beach. I forgot to mention there is also a guided rock climb.
That's great. Well,
there's two under that. There's mountain rock climb or coastal rock climb.
Is there a library? Like, can I look at any of the pamphlets or whatever? Like, if
flipping through the pamphlets, it doesn't say anything. When you get to the paperwork, there's a slight thing that says access to pool, gym, and communal library in main house. So it seems that the main building has one.
Okay, do they have they probably all worship, well, a lot of people worship Talos there, right?
You'd have no way of knowing.
Like, is there a communal church?
That is a good thing. At the very end of the paperwork, it does say that free religious practices are free to all. If anything is required for religious practice, please notify the main desk We will have supplies sent down either to your cabin and bungalow, or you may have free reign of our private prayer room.
They have a prayer room.
Yeah, they have a religious room, right? So if you practice a certain thing and you need space for it, they have a room set aside for that sort of stuff.
Okay, I think that's where I'm gonna go for today.
What time is it, by the way?
It's getting into late afternoon, so 3, 4-ish.
Yeah. So Charlotte's gonna go there for today and see if anything feels off.
Okay.
Question. I know it's been like a while since we started, but am I running out of that ink yet? Ink for the back of my poncho?
You are...
It's been like a while.
Yeah, you're getting pretty low.
Can I go talk to her about some ink then?
There is a...
Or is there ink in here?
There's no ink in the actual bungalow that you can find. It does say there is a concessions and convenience store up at the main house.
Yeah, I'll go there. That's what I was going to do.
Okay, so you guys are going to get ready to go to the main house?
Fantasy
Yeah.
Max.
I think, like, just personally, as Shin, he feels it's best to try and blend in. Is there anywhere to hide a dagger when you're wearing shorts?
They're cargo
You're
shorts. They've got they've got
She's-
pockets.
Okay, well,
Okay.
Charlotte is not wearing any of that stuff. She's wearing her normal clothes.
Why?
She does not care about tropical shirts and cargo pants.
Neither does Shin. He cares
Cargo
about
shorts.
blending in and not looking suspicious.
Okay, well, she's not wearing those flip-flops either. She's got the floppy hat. That's all she needs, apparently.
If Cal will find one of the rooms in the bungalow and put his armor in there, take his armor off.
Wait a
Put that.
minute. She's wearing a cloak and
So
a
you
floppy
claim
hat
one
at
of
the
the
same time?
there's one room on the bottom floor and there's 4 rooms
My
upstairs.
child. They're horribly. They suck at fashion.
Are there any windows in the ones on the top floor?
They all
Aren't you
have
wearing that
windows.
shirt
It's a
for-
pretty windowed, airy room and stuff.
Aren't you wearing that
There are
shirt for Charlotte?
curtains in the rooms, but
Okay.
It's very fun.
they do all possess windows. Yeah. And they're not quite like glass plain windows, like they're open air windows, with a couple of bars to keep anything out, right? That but it is pretty open area, lots of natural light.
Not a fan of that. I am in no way a fan of that. So I was gonna see if there's any rooms that would like not put him in direct sunlight, but that's a nope.
There's the bottom floor room isn't quite as bright just because it faces towards the rocky side of the outcrop.
Okay.
So it's not got a view, but it is a little bit darker.
It's smooth. Feel it. It's smooth.
I'll show you what I got. Baz is just gonna take whatever room isn't taken.
No, Shin will actually take one on the top floor.
Okay, so that's 2 there. Tapik, are you taking the bottom floor room or one of the top rooms?
I'd say top floor.
Top floor, Charlotte?
So not. Well, no, she's not taking it. Since when does Charlotte take a room?
Okay, so Charlotte doesn't claim a room.
Charlotte is sleeping on the couch.
Charlotte takes a chair.
Kiz is asleep already, so she won't care. Okay. Are you guys gonna sign up for any more activities, or are you guys all going up to the main house? You staying here?
Very good. Well,
Is
I
there
am
any
going to go to the
activities
convenience
about the
store.
volcano?
Sorry?
Any activities around the volcano?
There's the zip line. There's a tour of the volcano. There is a restaurant up there, and there is a rock climb on the mountain side.
I'll think about it.
Okay. Are you going up to the main house as well? Are you all going up as a group, or?
I think Shin's going up to the main house.
Is the main house a prayer room place?
Yeah, that's where the room is.
And it has a convenience store, right?
It's got the convenience store and the library and all that stuff.
Wow, fun.
I want to check out the library a bit. So.
Okay, so you're all going up. Kuz is gonna stay behind and nap. She's tired, and I don't want to
Play
be
Kizza?
Kizza. Okay, yeah.
Come on, you don't want to check and see if everyone's attractive?
So you guys get your stuff kind of lined up. There's closets and dressers and everything. And you make your beds the way you want them. Everything's nice. There's like those welcoming chocolates on the pillow, or like on the desk side. complimentary stuff. All the things you get in a resort, a hotel. You guys step outside. Have you changed into tropical wear?
Yeah.
Other than Charlotte, because Charlotte didn't want to.
I think I took off my floppy hat.
Do I have to wear the Hawaiian shirt?
If you want to blend in.
It's up to you.
No, I'm wondering if there's like a tank top I can wear instead. But that's gonna
wear all black or tropical.
It can be a Hawaiian shirt, like it's got the Hawaiian pattern on it. But if you want like a tank top, one of them, yeah.
No, it's more the fact he doesn't want to wear the pattern.
Oh yeah, no, the pattern is non-negotiable on the tropical shirt.
Damn it.
Unless you want to wear your other stuff, it's tropical.
You could wear your bathing suit.
I mean, Shin could just stay in his other stuff, but he'll take his armor off.
Cool. Yeah, so you guys change as you will. You set up your own rooms and everything, and you head out about 4 o'clock, getting closer to the time when you probably want to seek out someplace to get some food. It seems like an age since you've had the breakfast at Destiny, even though it's probably been an hour or two. But it had been morning, saying quotation marks, there the last time you guys had been there, and it's later here, so it's up to you guys. You step out of the house, locking the door behind you, and you're about to make your way up onto the sands, when there is a slight hiss, and coming out of the jungle is Ryan and Goose. And they've swapped out their previous riding saddles for kind of a more comfortable platform thing with some chairs on them, so you can sit comfortably rather than proper fast riding. And they kneel down.
I want to get on Goose again.
Okay, yeah, you climb onto Goose.
Ryan it is.
I'm following Charlotte.
Savick is stuck with Goose though. So you guys climb on, and Ryan leads the way, and it takes a second and stuff, and you guys have to kind of lead him towards where you want to go, but that you get up to the main house. There's a collection of these riding lizards, some of them green, some of them done in more vibrant. Yep. Riding lizards.
I was like, how many Ryans?
They're done in a variety of kind of tropical colors. Your guys are green. There's a couple of purple ones and a pink one and some yellows and other greens and stuff. But a lot of brighter colors. They've been leashed up to a couple of poles and stuff. You guys have your own designated like parking spot for the lizards. It has coastal retreat bungalow. You guys tie your riding lizards, Ryan and Goose, up.
Man, I hope this thing knows how to parallel park itself.
Oh god.
You tie Ryan and Goose up, and you guys make your way up onto the patio and stuff. There's a couple of people out in the veranda just sitting at some tables. There's a couple of families. Some people are just in pairs or big groups. Variety of different people, different races and everything. The activity board, which you guys had seen on your way past, is this large kind of board that's been set to one side of the porch. It's got the different activities and stuff listed with some sign-up sheets, all that. Making your way in, there is a large kind of front desk. There's a small halfling woman behind the desk who's currently writing away on some paper with a quill, and she kind of looks up and she smiles and waves as you guys come in before going back to her writing.
I go to the convenience store.
Okay, so
I wave at them like goodbye, and then like.
So you managed to find a small map that's been put into the back of the wall behind the desk, which kind of entails like a couple of routes down. Convenience store isn't too far away. It's down a corridor and around a corner. And you bid farewell to each other as you guys split up, try and go your own ways. Tabak and Charlotte, you guys are heading to the library. Shin is...
No, I was going to the prayer room.
Prayer room. There is a prayer room that's like outlined and stuff, but it does have a note beside it on the map that says, please check in at front desk for use. The library and everything is as you wish. Go as you want.
I was gonna say that Shin wants to talk to whatever the dude coordinator for the arena.
Coordinator for the arena?
Yeah, to see exactly what that's about.
Yeah, so you can ask around at the front desk if you'd like for that.
Okay.
Okay, Baz, you make your way over to the convenience store, which is easy enough to find. There's a slim kind of human man behind the counter and stuff, and he greets you as you come on by and stuff. It's a little shop that's being cut away into this, so you get your classical resort shop. There's some tropical clothing, there's some stuffed animals, souvenirs, there's a snow globe.
I want to know more about the stuffed animals first.
Danny, are you tracing out your cover?
Yeah.
You get the classical stuff. Dolphins and sea turtles and fish. There's a couple of more monstrous looking ones. There's a sea serpent. There's some weird combination of like a crab and a fish.
How much is that one?
There's a small price tag to it that reads 4 silver.
Or can I get that? I want to pick that one up.
Okay, you grab that.
Snow globe, what's that?
It's just a little like snow globe with the island of Talos in it. And rather when you shake it, rather than like snow falling, it does the kind of like whooshing thing with the water.
How much is that one?
That one is 3 gold.
I get that one. I pick that one up. And then
You got that one as well?
What else is there?
Oh my god. Are you gonna buy out the convenience
There's like
store?
postcards and like just knickknacks. There's a section with clothing and some like water gear, so you get like floaties and a snorkel.
How much are the floaties?
The floaties are only 2 silver.
Okay.
And you have a selection of bubblegum pink, polka dot blue and yellow.
I'll get the pink ones.
Okay, you get the pink ones.
Okay. And then what else is there?
Knickknacks.
Just
Like there's like
knickknacks,
some like plates with Ellison Resort and a picture of the beach, that sort of stuff. A couple of jewelry.
How much
And
are the plates?
the plates.
One plate.
One plate. Okay. There's a set of 5.
Yeah.
And then there's just the one lone plate.
Mm-hmm.
The lone plate is only 5 silver.
Okay, how much is there like a bottle opener?
It's a bottle open, yeah.
Is there a shirt that says like my friends went to whatever and all I got was this lousy t-shirt?
Who are you gonna give it to?
I'm gonna grab that one.
There is most definitely.
And then I want to go up to the guy at the front.
I feel like he's gonna give that one to you, Shin.
Shin came.
So you're grabbing the snow globe for 5 gold.
Yep.
You're grabbing the plate for how much did you say that was? 5
I didn't
silver.
grab the plate.
Though you know
You
it would
didn't
be
grab the
really
plate?
funny.
No, I grabbed the shirt that said the.
Oh, you're grabbing the shirt. Okay.
And then
After
and
all
the
the events that
stuffing.
happens, if
Stuffing,
you like
crab
the first
and
time we
the
say
snow globe.
Adron,
and the snow globe. Okay.
just goes.
5 gold.
Oh my god.
That was-
I got you a snow globe.
and a T-shirt. Too bad you weren't here, buddy.
Okay.
Did all you do was vacation? No, but none of them had convenience stores.
Sorry to bother you with. I'm gonna buy this first, but like, do you have any ink?
What is that voice?
Let me see. The man behind the counter, the human, he's kind of got like a nasally voice. Like he sounds, he looks a little blocked up. He's got like a lot of sunscreen on him, and he looks very pale. But like he's just beginning to burn, sunburn.
Oh no.
I'm sad for him.
And he walks kind of stiff, like it's painful. And he says, we have a selection of sunscreens, sunblocks.
No.
We have writing ink. We have calligraphy ink. We have squid ink. We have Garakman ink.
What is that?
Garakman?
Yeah.
He points to the stuffy. That's a Garakman.
Okay. Anything else?
You looking for something specific, or
I turn around and point to the thing on the back. Anything like this? Anything magical?
I thought you were
magical
wearing your
ink?
tropical t-shirt.
I'm still wearing my poncho over top.
Oh. Oh,
let me
it's
see.
all
Let me see.
brown.
Let me see. Magical ink.
so
Magical ink.
brown.
Magical ink. He takes a second to think to himself and stuff, and he goes behind him. And there's like this one of those like cigarette things thing. But he opens it up, and you see a bunch of glimmering bottles, different potions and everything in there. Okay. And he looks around and stuff, and he finds one little bottle tucked to the back, and pulls it out, and it's not the biggest.
It's like a travel size.
But it's like a travel sized magic ink. He says, "This stuff." And sure. it does look similar to the stuff that you use.
Yeah, sure.
He puts that down. He says, that'll be 10 gold for that.
Okay.
His nose cleared up.
I apologize.
One more thing.
No, don't apologize that your nose cleared up.
Got any, like, health potions?
Health potions?
Yeah.
Why on earth would you need a health potion?
I stubbed my toe a lot, man. Like, I've dropped a knife on my finger. That showed, like, a really close scar I have on my finger from, like, a mining accident.
That's across your hand.
Fair enough, man. Fair enough. Fair enough. I stub my toe all the time. Terrible thing. I mean, the punch helps with that sort of stuff. You can always check into medical. We don't have, like, good healing potions, but I've got a couple of, like, travel-sized healing potions on the go if you get, like, a nick or scrape.
Yeah. How much is one of those?
That is 2 gold per bottle.
Do it.
I'm like, one.
One of those?
Yeah,
okay.
And that's it. That's all I'm going to buy.
Okay, so that's going to be, and he brings it up at a little, like, fantasy cash register.
As was, like, rolling in the dough.
That'll be 17 gold and 9 silver.
Okay, and I hand him that.
Cool. Yeah, you hand it over. Subtract that from your funds, and you gain all of those.
Wow.
All right. Tabik, let's go to you next.
I'm afraid in this
Tabik?
Tabik.
Yes.
So quiet. Okay, you go the opposite way that Baz ends up going. And you find the library quick enough. It's not the biggest. It's like a small bookstore, and it's got a rent-to-read policy. So you can rent a book out, and you can take it back to your guys' bungalow and stuff, and then you just return the book once you're done with it. But it's not a proper library, so to speak. They've got a selection of, like, cooking books, travel guides. They've got some just good-to-read romance novels and stuff you'd find in a resort. It's not the biggest selection, but it's got some books.
If there's nothing that looks like interesting for him, I think I'm just gonna leave.
Okay. There is, I don't know if this would interest him, but there is a couple of small guides to local wildlife. There is a small guide on, like, bird watching and perfect spots for fishing. There's a weather tracker, that sort of stuff.
Nah, he's good.
Okay, yeah, so you make your way back to the front. Shin and Charlotte, you guys have been left at the front desk, and the woman sitting behind the desk is kind of just writing away their papers. She looks up at you guys as you approach, kind of adjusts a pair of sunglasses she has tipped on her nose, and, like, pushes them back into her hair. Says, "Can I help you?"
Maybe a little. I was wondering if I could use the prayer room for a little while.
Oh, sure thing. Our next opening slot is tonight at 11. That work? We've got a particularly large group meeting with some zealots. Apologies about that. We're a little bit overbooked this weekend. We also have an opening tomorrow at 10:45.
What?
That was my swimming
That
lessons
works
with
better?
you guys.
Wait, what?
Nothing.
It's at 10:45 though, and I think the swimming lessons were at 10, weren't they?
Oh, crud. Yeah, I wouldn't
Yep.
even miss it. Yeah, I think I'll take the, holy shit, my accent!
I was gonna say Charlotte.
You were gonna say ass, and I was like,
Char-
what? That's gross.
Charlotte, what happened to your voice there?
Oh, it's fine.
That-
That's somebody accurate. Because apparently Charlotte has an accent now. She tries to hide it. I guess. Yeah, I'll put tonight, please.
Tonight at 11. Wonderful, wonderful. Can I get your name, please?
Jeannie.
Jeannie?
Yes.
Okay, Jeannie, where are you staying?
Yes. Yeah.
Shin is totally beside her, like trying to cover a chuckle with his hand.
The woman behind the desk kind of narrows her eyes a little bit and she says, have you checked in yet?
Yeah, with my dad. And I point to Shin.
She looks from you to Shin and you to Shin and she says, bit young for kids, but who am I to judge?
Shin is a 19-year-old.
And you
Oh my
are
god.
Mr.
99.
He's 97, which means by, like, elf standards, he's young.
Whatever, he's a guy.
And you are Mr.
What?
Please say Simmons.
Sure, yes.
All right, Mr. Simmons. Where are you currently located?
Well, his first name's Tavik, if that's what you're asking.
Tabak Simmons. We have a
And I look
Tavik
up
in
to
the coastal room.
I look up
Yes.
to Shin
Yes.
with angel eyes and I say, right, Dad, isn't that your name?
Yes, that would be me.
Awesome. Can you guys roll deception for me?
That is...
Oh no.
That's a 20.
And I got a 15.
Ooh, okay. She rolled a 15 for insight, so you just passed. She narrows her eyes at you, and then
I'm 12.
Shin
I
steps
get
in,
advantage.
Yeah.
and she's like, okay. Doesn't quite trust you, but she's not gonna argue.
Okay, I just want to pray, apparently.
And she says, okay, so that is prayer room booked for Miss Jean Simmons at 11 o'clock tonight.
I just got it.
Yeah.
Jeannie.
Jeannie Simmons?
Yeah.
How do you spell that, Jeannie?
Those eyes.
G-E-N-I-E.
Jeannie Simmons? 2 M's?
Yes, 2 M's.
Wonderful. So that's 11 o'clock for the prayer room. Will you require any outside help, any aid, anything we can provide for you? We have live cattle at the ready. We also have the possession of a couple of different prayer items. We have a priest if you need one to ordain anything.
Just the items, actually.
Alright, we have a ceremony knife. We have a couple of scented candles, and a prayer rug if you need one of those. Anything specific you're looking for?
Just the knife and I'm looking into, Talos is your big god here, right?
Oh! Yes. So a lot of our staff are practitioners under Talos. Technically, under the god Talos, though we prefer not to refer to him by that name, he prefers to just go by the director. There's not quite a lot that we do, but I'm sure if you'd like to, we have. I can get the priest can give you a rundown if you're looking into that. I didn't realize you were looking to convert.
Well, no. I'm mostly just looking into it, but if you have like a book about him that I could look.
Yeah, you can. If you check in with the library store, we have probably a couple of books you could scrounge up there. I can't speak personally. I'm not sure if they'd have anything. We don't seem to have any in the equipment box. But if you do require them, we do have a candle spear.
What is a candle spear, Reese?
So that's actually not something you've... Roll me a religion check.
12.
Okay. So you have heard of candle spear.
Yeah.
It's not common use nowadays for practitioners of clerical or like devotion, but it is a spear that is used typically in the sacrificial killing of an animal.
Okay, I'm not gonna use that.
It is heated to a hotter extent, and then it's used to sacrifice an animal to a god.
Sacrifice. No, I don't think I'll be needing that today.
Alrighty, and anything you want taken down to the prayer room for your time then?
No, I think that should be it.
Alright, so you'll have an hour in the prayer room.
Okay.
If you need anything, feel free to stop by before tonight. We'll have it updated onto your guys' personal schedule up at the coastal retreat. 11 o'clock prayer room. If you can be here for 10:45, that works for you. We'll get you settled in and all that.
Okay.
We do ask that all major magical effects be kept contained as best as possible. If you have anything that is going to require more space than we are willing to provide, please do contact us and we can see about arranging a bigger area. Yeah. Can I help you guys with anything else today, or is that it?
I was looking to talk to your arena coordinator.
Oh, wonderful. So that would be Jarmel. He is currently on duty for today. You can find him either up in the jungle arena area. He might actually be down at the stables. Let me put a call in quick, and I'll see if he's in at his office or when he's got time to speak. But yeah, definitely I can set up a meeting for you guys.
Oh, thank you very much. I would like that.
Oh, one more question. I'm allowed to practice in there by myself, right? Like, I don't need a guardian?
Yep. We don't discriminate between ages for practitioners, so you're totally allowed to be on your own. If you'd prefer for a guardian to be there, you can either provide your own, or we can have one of our own guards step in.
Okay, thank you so much, miss.
No problem. I hope you enjoy your stay. Let me get right on that phone call for you, and I'll get back to you as soon as I got it.
Danny, this is why you roll ones. It's because you fall off your dice.
So you've made your way back by now. It's the convenience store is a little bit closer than the library store was. So you and Tabit kind of get there at the same time.
Just as Tabit something.
Yeah.
Tabit. And I open my fanny pack.
I called it.
I give him, what are they called, the arm floaties?
Oh my gosh!
Thanks for traveling with me so far. I know you don't like water, but like, this is all I can do for you. And I give him those.
Aren't they bright pink?
It's a really nice shade of pink.
They kind of match his color scheme at least.
I know.
Close. Wonderful. So
tell me when I meet up with the other dude too.
Yeah, so you guys are just coming in as they've just stepped away. The lady behind the desk has gone to make a phone call. Mm-hmm. Now she's kind of talking lowly into the phone and everything. And you guys.
So I can talk to them?
Yeah, you're totally good. She's making a phone call.
Charlotte, come here. I got something for you.
I don't acknowledge him.
Yeah, I'm not.
There's like a glance from the secretary and stuff, and she's just like,
My
Keeps it big.
niece.
If you can just keep the volume down just a little
Oh,
bit, please.
sorry.
We've got a couple of guests in that are a little bit nasty on noise. Thank you so much.
Okay, well then I just like I tap on Charlotte's shoulder and like,
My name is Jeannie. What?
I got something for you, and you too. I forgot your name. And I want to give you the stuffy of the fish and the crab man.
What?
It's like a weird.
So it's like a weird combination of a crab and a fish. It looks like a fish. It's almost a lobster, except the tail is actually like a fish tail, like a mermaid tail, and the top half is a crab.
What? Say that again. What?
Is this
It
an
has
actual
the top
creature?
half of a crab and the bottom half of like a mermaid.
How does it have the top half of a crab? Like all of
It's
it?
the front
Like
half.
there's no top or bottom
Right?
half.
It doesn't
of a
have
crab,
the
it's just a
legs.
crab.
It's just got the two claws and a little mouth thing, and then the rest of it's just like a fish body.
And then I want to
It's a
turn
real
to,
weird looking thing.
I want to turn to Shin.
Sorry, did I take it from you?
Yeah.
I drop
I-
it.
Anyway,
No, I just like. Oops.
I paid 7 silver for that because I wanted to give this to you because it says thank you.
I didn't mean to drop it.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Anyway, Shin. And I pulled the snow globe.
Okay.
I don't know what you like, but I got you a snow globe that was 7 gold?
5 gold.
5 gold!
Why are you telling us the prices of
So you don't fucking break it.
Well,
And I wanted to show you that you mean a lot to me, and I had him the snow globe.
Cool.
Unless you want the shirt that was getting Kizza, and it says my
Can I have you guys make a dexterity check?
All of us?
No, just them.
Oh, okay.
I have to give him a second. It's in my thing.
What's 14 plus 6?
Ooh, plus
20.
Okay, that's a 20.
20, 21, 22.
22?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. You can send it over.
What?
Wait, what?
Okay.
You didn't activate it.
Oh, you didn't drop it. It's
No,
okay.
No,
you
not
are,
dropping
didn't
it.
drop it.
No, you just didn't accidentally activate it.
Hey, you should accidentally activate it.
What?
The snow just like.
So if you'd taken enough time to read the label on it, and it is still attached, so you can if you'd like to.
Can I please read the label?
Cool. So it is a
Bomb.
viewable map. It's a 3D map, basically.
Oh, okay.
So you can use it to magnify areas and map out a route. So it helps if you're trying to navigate your way around the island. That's why it was so much. It's because it's magic.
I just thought it was a snow globe.
No,
Well-
it's just a really expensive snow globe.
Globes can
Well,
be expensive.
Shin is like unexpectedly like pleased with this gift. You just gave him a map.
And I didn't know that. I was like, wow, you really like snow globe, Dennis.
Yeah, but Baz now.
Shin, I didn't know you were an avid snow globe
I
collector.
was gonna say Baz now thinks that Shin collects snow globes.
What did you do with me? Oh, okay, it's nothing. You're just staring behind me.
What?
Well,
Were
now
you
every
staring off
snow
into
globe
space?
will be
Yeah,
a
I was
disappointment.
Yeah. Okay. So the lady at the desk, she's got a little like nameplate on her desk and stuff that says Lorraine. Lorraine turns to you guys and she's put down the thing and she says, so Jormel is currently out at the stables. We ask that visitors don't visit just because it's a little bit of a more dangerous area. But he should be back in around 5 o'clock if you want to meet up with him then.
Okay.
That work for you?
Yes, that works just fine.
Wonderful.
Thank you very much.
So that is one Tabak Simmons.
I forgot!
For a 5 o'clock meeting with Jormel.
Yes.
So that will be, and she pulls out like a little, like one of those little brochures, and she opens it up and it's actually unfolds it in a way that you guys hadn't seen yet, but it does reveal a small map, tour map of it and stuff, and she points up to the little jungle area where the end of the zip line is and stuff, and she says, so his office is locating here up in the jungle clearing. If you guys want to, you can either take the riding lizards can navigate there, or we also have a bus that heads up every hour.
Bus? What's a bus?
She says, you know,
You're a
bus.
hobo. You don't know what
The
buses are?
big things. Buses, they get you places. It's like, it's...
You mean like a
what
horror?
time is
That's
it?
exactly what I thought
And she
you were
kind
gonna
of, like,
say.
looks over to, like, a little, like, clock she's got on her desk and stuff, and she says, it gets back in 15 minutes from up the mountainside if you want to take a look at it.
Well, like, is it like a horse attached to
Wait,
it?
what time is it right now?
Please, no. It's a bus. It's
What's
a giant...
bus?
She looks like she's, like, struggling to explain it and stuff. She says,
It's a teleportation
know-
chamber.
What?
do you know what an owl bear, I believe you call them in
Do I
common?
know
Is that what it is?
about it?
Owl bear.
Roll me a nature check. See if you know
Oh,
what an owl
jeez.
bear is.
Oh, jeez.
Do you know what an owl is? Do you know what a bear is?
By the way, am I being glared at by Tabik?
Is Tabitha even there?
A little bit.
19,
Oh.
20, 21.
21?
Apparently I
Yeah.
really know what this is.
They're not exactly uncommon. They're not, like, super easy to find. They tend to stay out of the way of civilization and stuff, but you have seen them. They're basically giant bear owls.
Owl bear.
Why didn't you just say so? I know what an owl bear is. What's a bus?
And she says, so we have 3 resident owl bears. The one that currently runs our bus is named Steven. And Steven has a rickshaw attached to his back that allows for easy transport from multiple groups. We use them for the tours as well.
I thought it was gonna be like the cat bus in My Neighbor Totoro.
Yeah.
Oh, that was gonna be terrifying.
No, it's just an owl bear with a large, like, bus canopy type thing.
So it's a horse and cart?
It's attached to its back, so it's not dragged behind it.
That's
You
like
ride
on
on
top.
top. It's like
Oh,
an elephant ride almost, right?
Okay.
You've got the little, like, seating area
Cool.
on
You're
top
like
sometimes.
so many elephants. Oh, wow.
Well, it's like Lord of the Rings. They've got the little, like, elephant riding platform. It's like that, but on an owl bear.
Cool.
Let me find if I can.
Yes.
You don't know.
240.
I haven't watched Lord of the Rings that much. Like, I know I've seen
Oh
bits
my
and
goodness.
parts. I've seen
Both
parts.
of us were like,
I've seen parts. Like, I know what Reese is talking about, but
Okay.
So that's an owl bear.
I love him.
that thing
Can I
is
keep
a
one as a
little
pet?
terrifying.
They are carnivorous,
Yeah, that.
What is
so
that?
they eat meat.
They eat
They're
you because you're small
quite
enough.
dangerous if you don't know how to handle them properly.
Oh, I'm not gonna ride one anymore.
But Lorraine takes the time to explain.
And Steven. It's
All
fine.
of our creatures that we use for transportation or for usage in the arena are all trained properly. We have staff specially dedicated to keeping them in control. You'll be totally fine. Do you guys want some?
Sounds
Are you
very
guys
funky.
going to take a ride up on the bus, or can I get you guys seats on the bus, or
What time is it right now?
take your own thing?
No, in real
Right
life.
now,
Oh.
we
So
have
that
10
would be,
minutes,
you guys had
but-
left at about 4. Just given your time, it would have been about 4:40.
Okay, so if we took, like,
10 minutes behind
no
us.
matter what we get up, we should probably get moving if I'm supposed to be there for 5.
Yeah, if you want to be up there for 5, it'll take you 10 minutes or so to get up there.
Okay.
But it's 4:35 to 4:40-ish, in between there.
So I have time to get up
You
there.
have
yeah.
enough time to get up there and stuff. And if you're late, it's not quite like, it's not like there when Madottery's gone.
It's-
It's a loose meeting time. He'd be free around 5, so.
Have you met Shin? He doesn't know what chill is.
Yeah, I know. But it's a resort. Like, if you don't know what chill is, it's just everything
know.
happens 5 minutes later because
I don't-
everybody doesn't care.
I don't know if Shin's actually been to a resort before.
I don't think
Probably
any of us
not.
have.
There's not a lot of fantasy resorts. No.
Like, I'm not even sure that Shin knows what the idea of not working is.
I mean,
Dead.
I've never been to a resort before. As a person, I've never
Right.
been.
Oh,
No.
so
Bye.
Lorraine says, anything else I can get you guys?
No, I think that's everything.
Oh.
Thank you.
why do you call him the director?
Well, he's the
You guys
director.
like the
He runs
Adventure Zone?
Ellison Resort.
Okay.
He is the sole funder and beneficiary of the resort. He created the resort, bought the island, runs everything here. Typical things.
Okay. Do you have any benefits?
Benefits?
Yeah.
Let me just see. You guys are.
No, you as in your job.
I mean, I get free housing and board, and I get access to the faculty facilities.
Anything else?
I mean, I
I
can live
work
here.
for Talos.
It's a good place to live. I don't know.
Well, seeing as you started this ploy, Shin kind of pats Charlotte on the shoulder and he says, I think it's time we head out there. So, thank the nice lady for her time. You made me your dad!
You created Tavik Simmons and Jeannie Simmons. Now you face the consequences.
Baz didn't hear the conversation of the daughter thing, right? What? Charlotte's my daughter. Why are you acting so nice over it, Shin? Charlotte, what the
Lorraine
hell?
raises an eyebrow and she says, she leans over to where Tavik's currently leant against. He says, "Are they?" I don't mean to pry, and generally I'd hate to do this, and really I feel like I'm invading their privacy, but I just. And she like raises her eyebrows and stuff, like she's like very concerned, and. You're not quite sure whether she's insinuating they're sleeping together or they're in a custody battle. Like, she's not sure if they're co-dads or they're dad and stepdad.
Oh, gosh.
Oh my god.
Or dad and ex-dad.
Yeah, dad and former father.
Okay, do I hear
is it?
this? Or no? Am I
No.
focused on Baz?
You guys are currently arguing with
no,
Baz.
I stare into Baz's soul and I say, "You're not my father."
Like, you don't talk to me, young lady. We've talked about this before.
And,
I bought you a stuffy.
Lorraine leans over to
You see it on the
Tavik
floor?
and she says, "So, dad and stepdad."
I have you know I raised you from the ground up. And if you
I'm just gonna
Sir,
usher
sir,
everybody
please calm
out
down.
the door.
sorry.
Not in the lobby.
I raised you from the ground.
Is that a whisper shout? Yeah.
Lorraine says, "Is there anything else I can help you
I
with?"
look to Shin and I'm like, "Can we go, Dad?"
Yes, we can head out
Scary
here.
man's...
This look of, like, her.
Betrayal is the word you're looking for.
He just, like, stomps out. He ain't gonna talk to no one.
Except I still pick up the stuffy.
He doesn't see that. He's already.
Yeah, I know he doesn't see that, but I pick up the
Oh no,
stuffy.
poor
so I'm not
Baz.
Oh, no, wait. He comes back for a second. Give me the snow globe. Give me the snow globe.
I give him a low 5.
Give me the snow globe.
You're making a commotion. Let's go. Come on, Dad.
I'm gonna step away, but I'm gonna try to take it from him.
No, I'm leaving.
Yeah,
I'm already gone.
I'm leaving too.
Back at the door, the second Gus turns.
You know
Yeah.
what? He's just going back. He's going to get his stuff, and he's going to go back to the main office and ask her for a room change. He is hurt.
Okay, well, you're going back to the
Baz,
bungalow, grabbing your
no.
stuff, and coming back.
Ask for a room
Okay,
change.
so you guys are gonna have to. You'd go out with them then.
Yeah,
It'll
yeah.
take
And
some.
I'm like,
You guys are now out on the out in the veranda. Lorraine has been left inside. Is Tavik joining you? Or sorry, Shin joining you?
I think,
Come on, Shin, you joining
personally,
us?
I think this is a great day because Charlotte not only punched Baz in the face emotionally, but Shin also, Charlotte also embarrassed Shin to a point.
Sorry, is Tavik going out with them?
I'm trying to get everybody to leave, like, drag Baz
I
along
know,
with
we're-
us.
Okay, yeah. So you guys are out in the veranda now. You're out of earshot of Lorraine. So you make your way down to the like out onto the sand off the veranda and stuff, and you just kind of collectively stand there. So do as you want. And you know, we will actually cut it off here.
Yeah.
When we get back, you guys will go to your activities, explore the island some more. Probably have a fight of custody over Charlotte's dad.
Is this gonna be a constant thing we're gonna have to do now? Everyone's gonna find out that there's like two dads fighting for custody over their child on the island.
Apparently.
You started this.
Why are you telling me that? Like, this is a sibling rivalry now.
Anyway.
Alright, thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll see you next weekend.